Welcome to Laid Back Languages, a natural, relaxed approach to language learning. Enjoy the show.
Hello and welcome back to yet another episode of Laid Back English. My name is Pat and I am here with
Karen, who's his mum. I
Yeah,
had to say it,
yeah.
sorry.
Again, that's okay. You can say that because it's true. You are.
I know.
How's things?
Great, thank you. Very good. Very good indeed, apart from the weather.
Yeah, I know. It's just started to rain again, but today... Torrential rain. But we're not going to talk about the torrential rain today. Today we're going to talk about language learning.
Yay!
Yay! My favourite subject.
Love it.
And you love it too.
I do. Well, I love language because I love talking.
Yeah.
And I'm nosy.
Which is why... Oh, explain nosy.
Means I like to listen to other people's things, find out about what other people are doing.
Yeah, it comes from putting your nose in someone else's business.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so great when you say it like that. Like, thanks.
So yeah, you're nosy and you like talking above all. I knew you liked talking.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought, okay, Mum really should learn a language.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about the language you're learning.
Well, I am learning Spanish from a very, very good teacher.
Yeah, of course.
Called you.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm loving it. I enjoyed hearing the language of Spanish when we were in Spain, and I just really wanted to know what people were talking about it. So when you started your business, I thought I'd be a very supportive mother. Win-win situation, really.
Yeah, okay. So it was that nosiness again then, when you were in Spain. You couldn't
Probably.
understand what they were saying and you needed to know.
Yeah. And to be able to communicate, because it's frustrating when you can't do that.
Yeah, it's true. It's really cool.
Yeah.
So is that why you started then?
Why? Yeah, I guess it is really. And I wanted to learn something and try and use my brain and learn something different and learn something that was really cool. Because I used to listen to you talking to your friends, and I just think, oh, that is so cool, knowing what they're saying, and I haven't got a clue what he's talking about. So yeah, spying on you, I guess, was one of the motivations too.
Well, there it is.
Not really.
I knew it. I knew it. Good stuff. So you've been learning. How long have you been learning for now?
A year, maybe just over, perhaps.
Yeah, a year,
Yeah.
if that.
Yeah, maybe a year, I'd say.
And what difficulties, if any, have you found in learning Spanish? Obviously, you're learning it with me and in my particular style, which is a lot of listening and conversation-based lessons.
Yeah, and not from books, really.
Not from books.
Yeah, I think if I had tried to learn it at evening school, I think I would have got bored quite quickly, and I wouldn't have given it the time. And so this way is really good for me because it's quick and you can fit it in whenever you fancy, and there's no rules and you don't feel obliged or under any pressure.
No.
So I've forgotten the question.
So
now.
the question was
I knew I'd go off on a tangent.
It's good. Thanks. Nice bit of publicity for me. But I meant, what difficulties have you had?
Oh yes, that was it.
Yeah.
So apart from understanding the question, no, the difficulties I've had, frustration, I think mainly, and bizarrely emotional blocks that you didn't realise you had, and that, I guess, like the self-belief thing, self-esteem thing. Yeah, so really, it's kind of been an all-round education because I've learned stuff about myself, and I've learned things. I've learned to think things differently. So, but that was the only difficulty, really, is probably the frustration. And it is a bit of a roller coaster because you spend a while not understanding things. Well, I guess first there's the excitement of understanding a few things, and then you realise how huge languages and how the vast amount of things you actually have no idea what they're talking about. And then you feel a bit frustrated about that. And then after a while longer, you realise, oh, actually, I know quite a lot what they're talking about now. Oh, this is quite good. And then it gets better and better and better. And now where I am now is I'm just thinking, oh, this is so maddening. I know what I want to say and I don't know how to say it. But yeah, I'm loving it. Loving it, despite the roller coaster.
Yeah, there's a definite, emotional roller coaster.
But I'd say that's the only difficulty. Because there's no lessons to learn, homework to do, you've got no restrictions on, your time. If you did an evening class, you'd have to spend like 2 hours every Wednesday night doing it, whether you felt like it or not. It's just so much more freedom in the learning of it. So I'm guessing that is the only difficulty I had.
Yeah.
Because the rest of it's been fun.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I've realised as well, like now, although your Spanish is much better than it was before, you make a lot more mistakes.
Yeah.
Which is good, which people don't quite comprehend.
No.
When I say to them, you've got to come here and make as many mistakes as possible. Do you know? That's the attitude you have to have with learning languages, where the emotions, I guess, then.
It's when you let go of those emotions, then actually it's fun to make mistakes. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
And we laugh such.
It is for me anyway.
I know. Well, it is because we laugh such a lot. Because there's me in 50,000 words trying to explain something that I need one word for, but you won't give me.
No.
Because you're making me explain it in a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it is hilarious, it is fun.
Yeah, but that's one of the main skills, because then what I do with people is kind of prepare them for the real world, and they can then go out and not have to rely on the person they're speaking to translate for them, but they can explain, they can go around it, and it's how kids learn anyway.
Yeah, but it's been interesting, you've said that all along, but until you actually get to that point in your learning, you kind of know it but don't practice it and don't believe it and don't remember it, and then all of a sudden it starts to become second nature to actually speak that way. I guess that's the switch from thinking in English to thinking in Spanish, because although the meaning is the same of the sentence you say, the words that are used are completely in a different order, or more what we'd call Old English and less of the slangy type English we use nowadays. So it's an interesting journey.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest things for English speakers certainly, but for anyone who's learning a language, is to avoid translating directly from their mother tongue. And for English people, because we think in phrasal verbs, which just don't exist, No. Do you remember what a phrasal verb was?
No, obviously.
No.
Wish I'd paid attention at school to grammar lessons.
Well, I only learnt this when I started teaching English. I had no idea.
No.
So a phrasal verb would be look up. So you've got the verb look, and then up is the preposition. So it's a completely different meaning to look.
Yes.
So in Spanish, then you'd have look, which could be look at, like mirar, and then look up would be, you'd have to think, okay, look up. What am I actually doing when I'm, not even finding? That's the wrong one. Search.
Yes.
Search. So you want okay,
Now
buscar.
Yeah.
So it's different. You've got to kind of change your English to then
You have,
speak
it's
in Spanish.
fascinating. And I guess I like that bit too. I like that origin of words and the way different languages kind of string them together to make things. Yeah, it's good. Good.
Yeah, okay. So the only difficulties then were
frustration and letting go of the emotion, really.
Yeah, letting go. But once you let go, it's fun. Which leads me on to my next question, which is what are the best things about being able to speak and understand Spanish now? Some Spanish, I know obviously you can't understand everything yet.
No, but I can understand more than I can speak, which is another interesting thing.
Mm.
Yes, I can understand a lot more than I can find the words to speak.
Mm.
But the yeah, I don't know what the can't think really what the fun bits was.
Are you enjoying understanding it, or are you enjoying speaking it? Do you get any satisfaction from when you do the listening?
The listening I find sometimes frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I find very rewarding when you go, oh yeah, I know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
It depends what you listen to and if you're just listening or you're actually watching on YouTube. There's a big difference in that, because if you're just listening, I think I understand less. If you're watching on YouTube, you've got the person and you've got their body language to read, and quite often, if they're Spanish, they certainly talk a lot with their hands, so you get a lot of clues, visual clues that way.
Yeah, they do.
So I've enjoyed that. But I enjoy. It's just so cool to understand stuff.
Mm.
So that's what I find, and it is just so nice to just learn something different that's useful.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And it will get even cooler for you the more you learn. And then when you speak to Spanish people, especially when that Spanish person doesn't speak any English, and you'll see the relief on their face when you start to speak in Spanish, and you can say, oh no, I understand some Spanish, I can speak Spanish, tell me in Spanish, it's fine. And then you use the skills which you're developing with me, and that's the really cool bit. That's really cool.
It is quite cool. It's like knowing a secret language when you're in England anyway. Till you go to Spain and you think, I don't know all the secrets yet.
No, not that. Which is when the frustration comes in again. Because you'll keep comparing yourself to someone who's better than you, which is good. Because then you improve. But it's always a case of, you'll be comparing yourself
It's how you take that comparison, isn't it? You can either take it and go, right, well, I'll get better then because I've got a little bit more to learn, or you go, oh, right, well, they're better than me, well, I must be rubbish. Yeah. And that's the bit you don't want to say.
It's useless to try and compete with other people. Just, if you want to compete with yourself.
Yeah.
But just do a bit every day, enjoy it, and you'll learn.
Yeah,
that's the biggest thing.
I do, and that's the good bit, because it only takes a little bit every day.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Last question.
Go
on. So when you master Spanish...
Yes.
Like in a couple of months or whenever.
I wish. I'm going to make your fortune, you just know.
Maybe in a couple of years, perhaps, when you get quite fluent.
Yeah, I'm hoping a couple of years.
Yeah, a couple of years, a year. It depends, really. Depends on you. For me, I kind of think, like with my Portuguese, I'm thinking, okay, I'll probably in 2 years I'll be fairly fluent, pretty fluent. And that's good. Yeah. For me, that's fine. So after that, or even now, do you have any intention of studying another language?
I would like to learn Italian next. I think that's probably my thing. I'd like to learn German, but I'm just thinking, well, actually, how often am I going to use it? I want to learn something I can use. There's not much point, for me anyway, learning something you can't use. So Spanish, good, because I can talk to you and I can go to Spain on holiday because I really like Spain.
Yeah. And
it will be useful. And then Italian next, because you have a lovely Italian girlfriend.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if her
relevant.
Parents don't learn English, then...
Well, yeah, exactly. No, so that would be relevant then. Because, you can practice it here and it will be useful.
Yeah.
So maybe Italian.
Yeah. Okay.
In 2 years' time.
Yeah, all right. In that case, I recommend you start maybe in a couple of years.
Yeah.
Because for me personally, I was learning Spanish, and even though my Spanish was quite intermediate, well, lower intermediate maybe, I was like, okay, I'm going to learn Italian now. I started to learn it, and I just completely mixed up the two languages and ended up speaking, some form of Latin, I think. Just awful. So, get your Spanish, personality.
Yes, I agree with that, because even now when we're speaking in Spanish, bizarre French words pop into my head, and I only did it for O-level, and that was 100 years ago. And they're still annoyingly in there, and I never use them. So, yes, I definitely agree with that. I need to get rid of all that French stuff. Get the Spanish in there,
Yeah.
put the lid on it, and then open another page for the next lot.
Yeah. You'll get there. You're doing well.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It's good fun.
Good stuff. I'm enjoying it too.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Mum.
Bye.
See you later.
Bye.